Hello everyone, let's talk about the most wasted potential boss fights in each Souls game. Let's begin with Demon Souls. The answer to who was the biggest disappointment was very obvious. It's Old Monk. Yes, some of you don't even remember about his existence, but I do. Old Monk was the king of Latria, who one day got possessed by demon. After that he started terrorizing his own people, his ex-wife and her family members, and instead of a fight with old possessed king, who is receiving a help from a demon, we got a fucking red enemy phantom NPC as a boss with 3 at best move. And I will try to say the exact same words that I had when I killed him for the first time. Wait, is that it? Is this a joke? After 2 sons of bitches who threw me from this damn bridge for nearly 1 hour straight, this is a final boss of this location, a fucking enemy NPC who you can backshot to death, who also is weaker than any red phantom NPC in this game. Just wow, what an amazing boss! Yes, I know that every single Demon Souls boss, especially the final one, is a joke, but other bosses had well at least something. For example, King of the Storm had a cool and epic visual. Dragon God was a dumb gimmick boss, but he wasn't a joke either, because if you made oopsie moment, he would just one-tap you. Penetrator looked cool and could at least fight back and was somewhat memorable. Maiden Astareya had unique feature. A few bosses had well, somewhat interesting visual, but Old Monk is a fucking NPC with HP bar who once again is weaker than any red phantom NPC in this goddamn game. And because of that, I think that he's the most wasted potential boss in this game. Now Dark Souls 1. Well, you don't need a huge imagination to know the answer of that. It's Bed of Chaos. This boss is the biggest victim of rush development among all Souls games. What's the problem of this boss? Well, what is not the problem of this boss? Bed of Chaos is one of the main gods of Dark Souls universe. Izait not only had original Lord Soul, she not only created pyromancy, she was one of the most important figures in Dark Souls universe. During Fire Fading, she tried to use her own soul and pyromancy knowledge in order to restore the flame. She wanted to save the world, but she fucked up world even harder. Because of her big brain experimentation, she created new kind of creatures, demons, and instead of a fight with some kind of muted demon queen that spawns different demons time by time, or casts a variety of fireballs at you, we got a fucking Mario minigame. In this fight you don't even fight Izait. In order to kill her, you need to go to other side of the map and destroy a ball. Once you destroy one of her balls, a Fall Guys game starts. The floor itself will be destroyed, and you have to go to the other side of the map without falling down, and somehow destroy other ball. Then after destroying balls, you again have to go in the center of this location and jump on a tree. I repeat, jump in Dark Souls 1. And not only that, even if you manage to jump properly on this dumb tree, there is a chance that she will swing her hands at you and you will meet gravity. After you finally made the jump, you will have to run for a while and just one-shot this insect. But if you won't kill her as fast as you see her, there is a chance that she will kill you. And because of this stupid and unjustifiably dumb parkour simulator in a non-parkour game, I will put her on this list. Dark Souls 2. Well, I think you didn't expect at least one, but I unironically think that Old Iron King is the most wasted potential boss fight in this game. Yes, I know that most of you would choose Nashandra, because for a final boss who fucked up nearly every single person's life in Dark Souls 2, she was just a very shitty parody of Dark Lurker. Yeah, you have a point, but honestly, I still think that Iron King not only is more interesting as a character, he also feels more like a main villain than Nashandra. What is the problem of Old Iron King? Well, basically the same problem as with Old Monk. Instead of, well, I don't know, a fight against an Iron King in a heavy armor and iron maze, or even a mutated Demon King, we got a dodge his hand with roll spam simulation and try to not fall in lava hole simulator. I think every single person who played Dark Souls 2 knows about this almighty Iron King's lava hole, who killed more players than Midir and Consort Adam combined. Also, this might sound very funny, but in Sinner's Sacrifice for Redemption, there is a copy copy-paste of old Iron King, who was done, well, plus minus right. If you played, you know what exactly I mean. So because of this stupid roll simulator against a boss who is helplessly and slowly swinging his massive hands at you and very rarely breathes fire or casts fireballs at you, I will put him on this list. Now Bloodborne. Maybe it will shock you, but I will be honest with you and say that for me, Ludwig was the biggest disappointment in this game. I've heard so much about Ludwig. Many people were ready to cut their PP just to prove that Ludwig is a peak of boss fight. Like, he's big, like peak of a boss in Souls game, no, big in any Souls game. No one comes close to Ludwig when it comes to greatness. Not even a single boss is as good as Ludwig when it comes to boss's quality. And that he's the hardest boss in Souls games right after the almighty Orphan, of course. And I had very high hopes for him. And try to guess what was my reaction after I killed him. Wait, is that it? Is this a joke? How is it over so fast? Am I over level? Or do I have OP runes? Well, sorry if I have OP runes, but in order to get my runes, I had to whoop my own ass in Chalice in order to get them. Ludwig was absolutely pathetic boss, who couldn't even fight back properly. Many people say that Ludwig personifies Bloodborne's bosses, and honestly, I 100% agree with this take. In this game, as soon as you realize that you are a boss of this game, and that every single boss of this game besides 4 or 5 of them are R1 spam victims who you can stalk to death, you will destroy this game. The main problem of Ludwig is that you can stagger him to death and he won't be able to do anything against that. And no, I am not joking at all. Just use electro paper, saw cleaver, beast pellet, and you will run him down in less than a minute. So because my expectations were way too high and he failed really hard to justify them, is the main reason why I put him on this list. Now Dark Souls 3. I was thinking about it for a while because I didn't want to add bosses on whom absolutely no one gives a smallest damn. So I decided to add Ward on this list. Yeah, he's not the worst boss by any mean, but the problem I have with him is that before playing any Souls game, I heard his name many times, and also it was used many times in other videos to, well, how to say it properly. This is a big bad boss who will whoop the shit out of you. But the problem is that Ward is absolutely pathetic and helpless boss. Yeah, he is cool, but he's just a pushover. He has extremely low amount of health. You can just stay next to him and spank his ass without getting punished, because he will miss nearly all of his hits. Plus, he is very weak to lightning, which you can find very easy in this location. Like I said earlier, he has very low amount of health. He does low amount of damage, well, at least to a knight, and also he has many script animations, which allows you to demolish him. So yeah, I felt he was such a pathetically easy and disappointing boss, even on my first playthrough. And as a reminder, Dark Souls 3 was my first Souls game. I will put him on this list. Sekiro. There is no, zero justifying to Genichiro Way of Tomoe. Genichiro in the beginning was such an amazing character and a boss, but in the end, game devs decided to just violate him in every single way. He went from amazing and independent boss to a fucking punching bag, unnecessary phase on of Ishin, who you want to kill as fast as possible just to try hard Ishin. And because of that, I'll put him on this list because Genichiro deserved better. And finally, Elden Ring. Who should I add on this list? Maybe Morgoth, who you fight 3 fucking times, or maybe Romina, who was the most unmemorable boss of this game's DLC, or maybe Malenia, amazing boss who was ruined because game devs had a brain lag and they decided to give her one shot outplay button. After thinking about it for a while, I decided to add base game Radan on this list. You might be confused and thought he was a cool boss, and yeah, yeah, he was a cool boss who even I liked. But there is a small problem about that. He was extremely hyped boss in trailers. Everyone was talking about him and how cool he was. And what we got after the first fucking patch note? Yeah, right now he's just a punching bag who sometimes dies faster than he reaches his third phase. And no, I am not joking at all. Like, I don't even understand from Soto's logic about nerfing this boss. Radan is not a regular boss, he is a raid boss. A boss who should fight multiple players or NPC at the same time. You aren't supposed to fight him solo, you and your body should jump him. So why the hell would you want to nerf him? Why nerf a raid boss to the ground? From raid boss, Radan became a clown, whose entire purpose is to give you free 40k soul and a very good rune. That's it. So because of his unjustifiable nerfs that completely ruined his boss fight, I will put him on this list. Well, that's all I want to say. Time for the most potential boss fights for you. If you like my video, press something under it. With this, I will say bye bye to you and I'll see you next time.